go to outside for a day, yo. She broke up with her boyfriend and she's now with me at the White House. This way. Cannot go that way. Oh shit. Go down here. TP over here. There we go. Jump. Let's go down here for a day. May as well. Let's go to here. Press play.
I know a way to get inside.
A bond for a day.
I furrowed my brow, gaping at him like he just told me the sky was pink. Dude, are you crazy? It's closed off for a reason. Come on, it's been what, 35 years? It can't be that much of a risk anymore. I can't believe you just told me that. That's like saying a silverback gorilla won't tear your limb from limb because it's past its prime. He pursed his lips. Aren't you even a little curious about what it looks like in there? This is our only chance. I paused. Maybe Jesse was right, assuming we would even be able to find a way in. This was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. It was now or never. Okay, we'll take a look, then head right back out and catch up to the rest of the group. They'll notice we're missing if we stay for too long. You're the best, bro. I knew you'd come around, he said, fist bumping me. We trailed behind our fellow tourists, anxiously anticipating the perfect moment to slip away. Eventually, the party rounded the corner of a building, and we made our move. Jesse tugged on my shirt sleeve, leading the charge through the forsaken concrete graveyard, cautious to avoid the leering gaze of any guards who were skulking about. He halted before an unmonitored entrance. Dude, how the hell did you know where to go? You beelined right for the door. I wheezed, mentally facepalming myself for refusing to work out. He smirked knowingly. The dark web is a wonderful place. Let's go. He twisted a rusted handle, and the door laboriously creaked open. We were in. A long, narrow hallway stretched before us. A smattering of dim flickering lights illuminated our path in a sickly yellow glow. I gulped. My stomach began twisting itself into...
Watch out. It's time to make new wheels for this planet. Got it. Let's go there. See you when I'm there. Well, here we are. 3, 2, 1, go. Good morning, Earth. First things first. First wheel of the day. Now, inbreeding is allowed. The second wheel, when our female turns 5 years old, she must go to the president and let him take the virginity. Third thing is, there'll be an event happening every Thursday to celebrate me, and everyone must cheer. Otherwise they will they will be death by firing squad. That's all, Earthlings. Good, I know. We'll catch you later, you too. Well, it's still here again. Press play.
What? We didn't belong there. Jesse, are you sure about this? This place gives me the creeps. Quit being such a baby. Follow me. He scurried off before I had a chance to protest. I mindlessly obeyed, tailing him closely as we traversed the forsaken facility. Offices lined each side of the hall, thick metal barriers shielding the spaces within. I stopped and peered into one through a small grungy window encased in the rusted door. The room was dark, the only source of light radiating from a sole dinosaur of a monitor. A disheveled man in a lab coat lazily pecked at a far outdated keyboard. I ducked out of view, afraid he might take notice. I got up to Jesse and furiously tapped him on the shoulder. Hey man, this place isn't deserted. I just saw someone. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. Why do you think we're sneaking around like this? I wanted to clap back, but the words died in my throat. I silently followed along like a sheep being led to the slaughter. We crept through a maze of decrepit hallways for what felt like an eternity. After what seemed like hours, but in reality it was more like 5 minutes, we found ourselves standing before a set of double doors. Fluorescent yellow caution tape was draped over them. A withered, peeling sign barely clung to the metal. Vibrant red letters screamed in Russian. I pulled out my phone to translate. Danger. Unsafe radiation levels. Jesse, I think we should go back now. We've seen enough, I said, cold sweat forming atop my brow. See? I begrudgingly helped them push open the doors. And there it was. The spectacle we'd been waiting for. Towering above us stood the tomb of Reactor 4. Scaffolding shrouded an enormous concrete structure. Bright floodlights beamed down from overhead like alien tractor beams. I cocked at the massive stone monument, struggling to comprehend what I was looking at. Suddenly, Jesse shoved me hard against the wall, into an area cloaked in darkness. Ow! What'd you do that for? Shut up. Look, he hissed, pointing to a balcony overlooking the room. I traced his trajectory, and my eyes landed on a figure. Killed. He spun around to face me. Pure, undeterred perseverance masked his visage. My heart sank. I knew that look. Go back if you want. There's something I want to see. As much as my intuition pleaded with me to take him up on that offer, I couldn't bring myself to do it. Jesse was my best friend. I couldn't leave him there. I silently nodded. Jesse and I slithered through the shadows. My heart thumped in my ears with each calculated footfall. He was pointing at something. A subterranean staircase. There. That's what I came here to see. Oh, are you insane? That's right under the reactor. We'll get radiation poisoning if we go down there. A whisper screamed, cringing at how loud my voice sounded in the eerily silent room. Don't believe everything you read online. We'll be okay. He scoffed, waving off my concern. Trepidation constricted itself around me like an anaconda. Jesse locked eyes with me. On the count of 3, we make our move. My eyes grew wide with panic. I didn't sign up for this. 1, Jesse? I don't know if two. He narrowed his eyes on me, shutting me up. 3. We bolted for the stairs, abandoning our stealthy facade. I immediately felt a sharp breeze of something metallic whiz past me. They were shooting at us. I willed myself forward, sprinting faster than I knew I was capable of. We leapt down the steps, taking them 3 at a time as a siren blared somewhere above us. My heart pounded like a jackhammer. My life began to flash before my eyes. This was it. This was where I was going to die. After what seemed like a lifetime, Jesse and I reached the bottom landing, graciously unscathed. We dove through an orange-tinted, corroded door, slamming it shut behind us. I released the breath I didn't know I'd been holding. Jesse's eyes were wide as saucers, and he was hyperventilating. But he motioned for me to continue. We weren't out of the woods yet. We darted through the dark room, weaving between whirring machines and ancient equipment. I struggled to navigate my surroundings as my vision gradually adjusted to the dull lighting. My legs ached, and my lungs burned as I ran, waiting apprehensively for an army of footsteps to thunder after us. Eventually, we reached the hallway. An automatic sliding glass door blocked our path. Jesse sidled up to a retina scanner jutting from the
Project. Another president of the world, of Earth. Let's go down here. Then go over here. Upstairs, you know. Another day. This way. The movie theater, no. There has to be a way up. No, there's not. This way we'll do, I guess. Stairs. My room. This way. Nope. Here we are. My room. See you in the morning. Another day. So try it here. Press play.
wall beside it. He knelt before the device,
Born for
holding
die.
his eyelid open while it scanned his cornea. The green light flashed, and the door inched open. My jaw fell to the floor. Hold on. You have access to this place? What's going on here? A resounding bang echoed from the entrance. The guards were in. No time to explain. Move. distance between us and our pursuers. Jesse and I took a moment to catch our breaths. I drank in the esoteric environment. Fear seeped into my bones when I finally had a chance to process what I was looking at. Holding cells lay embedded on either side of us. A few inches of what I presumed to be bulletproof glass was the only obstacle between us and the abominations that were housed within. I turned to my left. I instantly diverted my gaze, bile creeping up my throat like magma. A feeble old man with dozens of fingers sprawling sporadically from his face leered back at me, each knobby digit grappling aimlessly at the air. To my right, a woman with 2 extra pairs of arms sprouting from her back pounded furiously against the glass. The utter despair behind her eyes shattered my heart into pieces. We ambled forward. We were met with more of the same. A man with 3 conjoined faces. A woman with ears dotting her whole body. And the worst of all, a child, no more than 10 years old, stared back at us through 7 spider-like eyes. I suddenly stopped dead in my tracks. I needed answers. Jesse? Jesse? He whipped around, a twinge of annoyance percolating his features. We have to keep moving. No, I'm not going anywhere until you explain yourself. He glanced at the ground inside. Fine. I didn't want it to have to be this way, but you're making things difficult. To my dismay, Jesse produced the walkie-talkie from his pocket. He pressed the button on the side and spoke into it. Guards, Subject Omicron has arrived in Block B. I repeat, Subject Omicron has arrived in Block B. A deep, gruff voice crackled over the walkie. Roger that. Incoming. I had no clue what any of that meant, but I knew it couldn't be good. I sprinted in the direction we came. A swarm of hazmat suits piled through the sliding door as I approached it. The next thing I knew, rubber gloves were seizing my arms and dragging me back towards Jesse. One of the men emerged from the rear and handed him a biosuit. He began to slip it on as a figure with a gas mask and a white coat entered through a door behind him. The man stood beside Jesse, glowering down at me through the thin plastic shrouding his countenance. Austin, meet Uncle Nikolai. Uncle Nico, Austin. The enigma of a man removed his mask. I retched at the sight of the monstrosity before me. Thin wispy hair protruded from his scalp in ugly, uneven patches.
What is it? Press play.
Blotchy, mottled skin sagged so low that I could see his tendons beneath his eyes. An amalgamation of blood and red angry veins peeking out at me. His lips had withered away, leaving nothing to shield his mustard yellow teeth. I turned away, unable to fathom what I was seeing. Pleasure. Subject Omicron. Nikolai snarled in a heavy Russian accent. A white, stomach-churning grin carving itself into his features. It's Austin, I retorted, attempting to subdue the quiver in my voice. You won't be needing your legal name anymore, Jesse chimed in, deserting his phony English accent. I reconnected with Uncle Nico here after moving to the US a few years back. He's paying me a handsome sum to bring in unsuspecting chaps like yourself. Nothing personal. You were just too gullible to pass up. Just. My vision grew hazy, and my head buzzed as a sense of abject hopelessness permeated my soul. How could Jesse do this to me? He was supposed to be my best friend. The burly man clutching my arms began to drag me away as Nikolai reapplied his gas mask. Wait, Jesse, what's going on? Don't do this. He smirked at me from behind his veiled uniform. Uncle Nico will explain everything, Omicron. And the name's not Jesse. It's Ivan. Ivan mixed in with the procession, disappearing into a sea of white. Meanwhile, the men continued forward, hauling me through a thick reinforced steel door. I flashed in and out of consciousness, the sound of oppressive footsteps knocking me back to reality. We continued, passing monitors, tracking vitals of various subjects amongst other data and statistics. Masked scientists scurried about, paying no mind to the stoic party of guards making its way through their stations. Then, they stopped. My head jerked upright. Before me sat a wall of holding cells, nearly identical to the ones I'd seen in the hall, with one distinct difference. The middle was significantly larger than any of the detention chambers I had previously observed. Inside stood an ungodly behemoth that still roots itself in my nightmares. Glowering back at us through loathing red eyes was a man. He towered above us, his head nearly cresting the 10-foot ceiling. Thick brawny muscles framed his entire physique, pulsating, ready to tear his victims in half at a moment's notice. Primed knife-like claws protruded from each 7-digit hand. A long reptilian tail swayed back and forth like a pendulum. The thing's eyes lit up upon seeing me. It unleashed a deafening roar, rattling the equipment and exposing a mouth full of jagged, pointed teeth. Nikolai spoke, ripping me from my horrified stupor. This, my dear Omicron, is Subject Alpha. You see, with the right amount of radiation, super drugs, and a bit of luck, we'll be able to replicate an entire army just like the specimen before you. Consider yourself fortunate. You'll get to be one of the first. I grasped for something, anything to combat his wicked revelation. But I was at a complete loss.